Greetings from Houston Street. I'm on the border between Greenwich Village and SoHo, and I'm about to try some Neapolitan pizza from Song E Napule, which I believe translates into I am from Naples. While I'm not, I'm looking forward to going in here and trying some pizza, pasta, and other dishes. So in the Neapolitan dialect, that means hug me strongly. So if you take a look around here, this is basically like a shrine to soccer/football player Diego Maradona. So I'm told that he's like a local hero in Naples, even though he played for Argentina. So this location is bigger than the one I tried just about a block or two up, also on Houston Street. So here are some of the ingredients. And then there's also, these are some of the drinks that are available. And then back here, this is where all the magic happens. This is the espresso machine, which I believe comes from Naples or at least southern Italy. We got a couple pies here, and the pizza pies are made right back here. I'm starting off with a couple of the antipasti. So if you want to know if you're in a real Italian restaurant run by Italians that actually moved here from Italy, there's a few things you won't find on the menu. So you won't find any fettuccine alfredo, you won't find any penne alla vodka, you definitely won't find any pineapple pizza, but I want to show you what I'm starting with. So this is eggplant parmesan. So another thing you won't find here is chicken parmesan or veal parmesan. Now, while I did grow up eating those dishes, they're not necessarily popular in Italian. So the other thing I'm trying are meatballs. So this is polpette al sugo, I believe. So these are both classic red sauce things that I'm going to be trying first. Parmigiana di melanzane. So the polpette, the meatballs, they're not overcooked. You can see they're very, very slightly pink. And I know behind me, I just want to explain where I'm sitting. That's the Argentine flag, and that's because everybody here is a big fan of Diego Maradona. Some of the servers even wear his jersey. And this is actually where I'm sitting. Underneath me, or actually I should say above me, is Piazzetta Maradona, which is basically little piazza, little plaza Maradona. So the red sauce is a little bit sweeter with the eggplant, and between the two dishes, I'd say the eggplant is definitely the one that I prefer. The meatballs are about the size of golf balls though. Those are good as well, but the eggplant, if I was to come here and order one of them, it would definitely be the eggplant.
Guys, this is paccheri genovese. We have to grate it the parmigiano like that. Look at that. Look at that.
So you just finished, and now you put the remaining slice on top.
Yeah.
And what is this dish called?
This is paccheri genovese.
Okay, grazie.
Prego.
This is the paccheri. You can see it kind of looks like rigatoni. It's hollow, and it's prepared al dente. That's the veal on top of it. There's like a veal ragu. So something I want to say about this one. When you bite it, you can definitely tell it's not overcooked. The term is al dente, and it's almost like biting into a calamari tube. I mean, obviously it's not as rough, but it's tender, and you can kind of notice it in your teeth when you bite into it. I'm about to have a pasta dish that I've never had before. This is spaghetti alla nerano. So I'm not used to seeing mint being used in Italian food, and in fact, I don't think I've ever seen mint on a pasta dish. So this is mint, zucchini, lemon zest, Parmesan cheese. There's also provolone cheese, obviously spaghetti, and I'm interested to see how all these ingredients work together. Okay, the spaghetti is al dente, just like all of the pasta here. And this dish, you could definitely tell there's a lot of olive oil in it. Even if you look at the bottom of the dish here, I'm going to show you this. You can kind of see it kind of like swimming in the olive oil. So that definitely coats your mouth when you're eating it. There is a little bit of a lemon taste to it, but this is different from other pasta dishes I've tried. Definitely nice to be in a restaurant where the menu is designed by people who spent most of their lives in Italy. Now I'm trying something that's not on the menu. So I don't follow football/soccer, but this company here, Garofalo, like Janine, not sure if there's a relation, but they make this pasta with the N. This is like the Naples logo. So when I first looked at this dish, I thought like this is a children's pasta dish or something. No, that N that you hopefully could see there, that represents Naples. And the dishes like smoked mozzarella, there's also the pasta, and then it looks like little pieces of tomato in there as well. So this dish is really interesting. The smoked mozzarella really permeates the dish. It's really heavy, and my server's telling me that this is a Neapolitan dish meant for the winter. And sarcastically, I had to ask if Naples actually has a winter. And it's nothing like New York, but it is meant for colder months. And I can understand why. It's definitely very filling, not something you would eat every day. Regina Margherita. So here it is, the Margherita. It's got the little Song E Napule logo on there. So this is for de latte mozzarella. And then also everything basically comes from Italy except for the basil and the water that's used to cook it. So one thing that stands out on this one, the ends are thick, but if you take a look, I'm touching it, so it's very airy. They're almost hollow. And then there's a lot of mozzarella on here. I'm told that this is how it's supposed to be. So I'm eating it with a fork and knife. Not everybody around me is, but that's usually how I eat this because it's not crispy. The crust is not firm at all. And just take a look. I just showed you how puffy the outer crust was, but once you put pressure on it, it's just like that. So it's really, really very thin. I'm gonna say it's a very good balance, and also when you cook a pizza in like 1 or 2 minutes, you're definitely gonna have those char marks. So that definitely changes the flavor like a little bit. It adds a little crispiness to kind of balance out the bottom of the crust. So yeah, this is definitely a good pie. I forgot to ask them not to cut it. I know some customers, especially the ones from southern Italy, probably would ask for that, but it came in 4 pieces. That's how it would come unless you asked for it to be otherwise. So this is the special pizza. It's a white pizza. I believe it's going to be a little...
Green pepper, sweet green pepper, provolone.
And I believe this is going to be a little bit similar to the pasta dish we had earlier.
No, it is sweet green pepper. It's not zucchini. It's another kind.
So here's the second thing I'm trying that's not on the menu. I had to try the Margherita first. I wanted to make sure I really had my appetite built up, and I enjoyed the Margherita, but this is not on the menu. They have specials that change every couple weeks, a special pizza. So this is smoked mozzarella, shaved provolone. These are tomatoes, green peppers, and it's a white pizza that they're suggesting I have to try. That was a nice one to try. I enjoyed just being able to taste the cheese and the crust, but to me, pizza really isn't pizza without sauce for the most part. So again, it was nice to like focus on less ingredients, but definitely a Margherita person. That's definitely the one that I always prefer to try.
Got the fresh lemon, and then it's gonna squeeze the lemon juice with this machine directly from Naples.
So I don't know if mine's from Naples, but I do have one of these in my kitchen. So I've never seen this in New York. Is this a Naples thing?
Naples thing, yes.
Okay, so you're squeezing fresh lemons?
Fresh lemon and brother.
So where does the open legs part come in?
So now I'm gonna put a little baking soda inside, make it digested.
Yeah. Now it's gonna add the sparkling water, a little bit of sparkling water, and then the last part is to add the baking soda, and you need to be faster to avoid the splitting of the lemonade.
So here it goes.
So ready?
Yeah.
And now go take the glass.
Okay, so my legs are open.
Exactly, and you drink.
There you go. Sorry, made a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna clean it up. But from Houston Street, I'd like to say grazie. All right, so I've tried 7 dishes here, and I have to say, out of those 7, there are 3 that I will get when I come back. So number 1 was the Margherita. That's always my favorite. I enjoyed it to the point where it kind of made me forget the other dishes. But out of the other dishes, 2 stood out. And I was all in all really happy to try dishes that I've never seen before, even though Italian's my favorite food. So number one, the paccheri, I hope I'm saying that correctly, but I would say the paccheri with the veal ragu, veal and onion ragu, that's something I think that's definitely worth ordering again. And the other thing would be the eggplant parmesan. I loved just the way the sauce went with the eggplant on that one. So a couple of the things weren't on the menu, like the specialty pizza and the heavy winter pasta dish, the one that had this pasta in it. So those were not on the menu. And if you're dining here for the first time, I do want to say that the nerano is definitely worth trying. And then also, you know, the meatballs, especially if you have people to share with. I mean, I enjoyed those as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. I got more trips coming up soon. I got Las Vegas. I also have Houston, Texas, South Dakota. I'm working on a trip back out to California, probably Redding this time, which I've never been to. So I look forward to sharing more videos with you. And thank you very much for watching. Grazie.